breast is best. But for who? Is it for everyone? Is formula feeding really so bad? What if you want to breastfeed but you can't? Both nursing a baby and formula feeding have their pros and cons, and those pros and cons are different for everybody. Let's get back to the basics. So we know that formula feeding is a lot of times the secondary form of breastfeeding. But why? According to Enfamil and other formula brands, formula offers an equivalent nutritional content to that of breast milk. It contains important brain-nourishing nutrients, probiotics designed to help support your baby's own natural defenses, an easy-to-digest protein blend, and a tailored level of vitamin D to ensure your baby gets the amount recommended by experts. According to Mayo Clinic, breast milk contains the perfect balance of nutrients for your baby and boosts your baby's immune system. It's considered the gold standard for infant nutrition. So we know that both are good. Breastfeeding is good. Formula is also good. So why does it have to be one or the other? Does it have to be? Could it be both? The question is, what is best for you, your baby, and your family? Why do we as women have a tendency to judge and critique and have an opinion even about how other people decide to feed their baby? It's not up to us. It's up to them and their choices on how they are going to provide and nourish their children. According to an article in ABC News, the article is titled Breastfeeding versus the Bottle Feeding Debate. It gets ugly. So it says in a survey that 66% of breastfeeders feel sorry for formula-fed babies, and 33% of them thought that their bottle feeding counterparts are selfish and lazy. Meanwhile, 83% of breastfeeding moms reported that they felt criticized by moms who use bottles. Much of the criticism takes place in form of disapproval, in looks of disapproval, or degrading marks from other mothers while they be nursing in public. I have been blessed with the benefit of having experienced several sides of this coin. My first daughter, despite my best efforts, wouldn't nurse. She couldn't. And pumping wasn't working for us. And we were all unhappy. We were irritable. And my mother said, "Look, Nancy, this is supposed to be the happiest time of your life. Why in the world are you working so hard to make yourself so miserable? Just give that baby a bottle and be happy." And she was right. Man, I put her on a bottle and it was so much happier. We were all happier. And that is what worked best for us at the time. And it took me a long time to get over it. I had to stop judging myself for not being able to nurse my own baby. Our second son was totally nursed. He wouldn't take a bottle to save his life. He wanted to nurse all the time, and it was exhausting. Sure, I was doing what experts considered to be the best for my baby, but it wasn't necessarily what was best for my family. My husband struggled a lot connecting with this little boy of ours, and it was hard. It was hard for me to not have any relief. It was hard for him to find the time to connect and to bond with him. So with our third child, we decided that we were going to do both. So I nursed him most of the time, but I supplemented him with formula that gave my husband time to spend with him, connect with him, help in the middle of the night. I got sleep. We could go out and not have to worry about checking the time to get back on our 2.5-hour feeding mark. It was just perfect for us. And so as we were expecting our fourth baby, this is probably the same method we'll use because it worked for us. And that's what we as mothers need to do. We need to be accepting and understanding of what choice other people make. It's not up to us to decide how and what is best for them. It's our job to decide what's best for us. And so my challenge is to decrease our disapproving glares and our degrading comments to one another and be accepting. We don't know the situation behind whatever choice they made, but it doesn't really matter. The important thing is that we help each other. Motherhood is hard, and feeding our babies is hard, whether it's nursing or bottle feeding or both. It's hard, and we need each other's support, not judgments. And so that's my challenge to you. Be loving, not judgmental. Do what's best for you and your family. Communicate and enjoy the blessings of motherhood.